Have you ever been in a situation wherein it's always been a price war with your competition and it's been a race to the bottom of who can offer the lowest price eventually wins? So in this book, 100 Million Offers, Alex Hormozi discusses how to make offers so good that people actually feel stupid saying no. So I am Paulo Balinas and I have 5 key takeaways from this book. Let's start with the first one, finding the right market. So according to Alex, in anything that we offer in our world, it can be clustered into 3 key solution areas. It's either we're trying to solve something about health, wealth, or relationships. And in these 3 buckets, you can find certain niches. And the good quote here is riches are in the niches. So when determining your right market, with these 3 core pillars, you could identify subgroups which you can potentially solve, right? So riches are in the niches. So the first one in identifying the right market is you first need to understand what pain point do you want to solve and people are actually willing to pay, maybe in health, wealth, or relationships, right? The second one is identifying whether that subgroup indeed has the purchasing power to acquire your solution or product, right? Because it would defeat the purpose if you have a great offer, great solution, but they don't have the purchasing power to pay. The third one is how easy it is to get a hold of these subgroups, right? Are they clustered into an association, a club? Make it easy for you to actually reach out and communicate your solution to them. And the last one is identifying the right market is it needs to be in a growing market. The least thing you want to happen is you're investing all of your resources, your capital in markets that are already dying or are not growing. So again, these are the 4 key criteria in terms of identifying the right market. The second key takeaway is crafting a grand slam offer. So the grand slam is actually made famous in tennis, right? Wherein if a player was able to win 4 major tournaments in a year or whatnot. So basically, I like this quote: any fool can sell a product by offering a discount. It takes great marketing to sell a product at a premium. Hence, we want to craft an offer that isn't race to the bottom in terms of price, but creating a value that is, that customers would find it a steal, that they would want to get your offer. So, what are the criteria of a Grand Slam offer? One, it needs to be unique, right? It can't be comparable to something that's already in the market. So there's multiple ways of doing this. It's either you craft a bundle and not just offer that specific product. The second one is it needs to be attractive enough. You need to implement a promotion that customers would actually want to know more about your service. The third one, it needs to have an unmatchable value proposition. Like I mentioned earlier, it needs to be something of high value that really solves a pain point, which we will discuss in a bit later. Next is a Grand Slam offer, again, is not a race to the bottom in terms of price, but you should be able to charge a premium for the service that you offer, mainly because, again, it's not something that's easily, readily available in the market. The fifth one is unbeatable guarantee. So your Grand Slam offer needs to have a guarantee, a safety net that assures your customer of the quality of your product, that you're able to give crazy guarantee, unbeatable guarantee. And lastly is money model. There needs to be a flexible paying terms in order for you to capture a wider market, right? The third key takeaway is the value equation. So this value equation is a framework that you could use to identify whether or not the offer that you are promoting to your niche or market actually is something of value to these customers. So the first one is dream outcome. You need to identify, does it actually solve a problem? Does it solve a problem of the customers that you are targeting? The likelihood of achievement, will it help my customers achieve their desired outcome? What is the likelihood of them to achieve? And based on your dream outcome and your likelihood of achievement, you divide the time delay, which is, are the results quick? Or is it does it require a lot of effort Are there any additional costs if ever I do this? So one example here is losing weight, for example, right? Does it achieve your desired outcome? What solution can you promote or offer to your market, your subgroup, when it comes to losing weight, right? So their dream outcome is to lose weight. The likelihood of achievement, if, for example, you offer liposuction or plastic surgery, right? It helps them achieve their dream outcome. It helps also, the likelihood of that happening is also high. The time delay, you want to keep it as low as possible. Again, if you're able to recover, do the surgery in a span of 5 weeks, it's very, appealing to your target audience. And effort and sacrifice, definitely, since the results are instant, are quick, the barrier to entry is definitely the price or the cost. So what you want to do here is have a higher value number. So it's done by increasing your numerator, which is dream outcome and likely of achievement, and how can you reduce the denominator, reducing the time delay or effort and sacrifice. Having this framework can help you have a better understanding on how to deliver a higher value to your customers. The next is, I like this, logical solution versus psychological solution. So when thinking about a problem, a lot of people only think about the logical solution, right? But the greatest marketers are able to look beyond the face value of the problem and tap into the emotion. So for example, an elevator, right? If a customer, an office worker, for example, always complains about having to wait long lines for the elevator, the logical solution would be, increase or decrease wait time for elevators. You could do this by adding more elevators and whatnot. That's a logical solution. But the psychological solution is perhaps tapping to the emotion. So naturally, humans are vain, right? So instead of reducing the wait time, what you can do is you can add mirrors, right, inside the elevator. This distracts the person from actually, paying attention to the amount of time he or she is waiting. So mirrors, he could fix himself and whatnot. And psychologically, you're able to shorten the time of waiting. And the last key takeaway is crafting your offer. So I'll show you the steps and examples. The first one is choose your desired outcome. Focus on value creation. So for example, lose weight in 6 weeks. List down all the problems before, during, and after he or she avails of your solution, right? So, the biggest problem of losing weight is I need to eat healthy, and buying food is a hassle and costly, right? So list down all the solutions next. So for example, having a pre-made meal plan that is pre-made for you, and it's scheduled for delivery on a daily basis, right? And costs are reduced because preparation is done by you. It's a do-it-yourself. You remove the pain point of having to go to the grocery, to having to compute your macros and whatnot. As it's only a subscription service wherein it's pre-made, or it's delivered to your home, and it's a do-it-yourself. Lastly is how to deliver your solutions, right? So one way of doing it is offering a subscription service, and do it for you, or do it yourself, delivered to your doorstep. And then lastly is determine how you can put this all together. So again, your offer would be, for example, lose weight in 6 weeks by eating healthy with a simple meal plan service delivered straight to your doorstep. So this is one example of how you put things together and better be able to craft an offer. So with that, those are my 5 key takeaways. If you love that book, I have tons of other book summaries in my YouTube channel. Search Paulo Balinas, like and subscribe. I do one summary every Sunday evening. So with that, see you next Sunday. Goodbye.